right? Now you consider here now. So that is, we are going to have now a language. This is right. Next one, actually, we are going to have that one as right. Okay. Now we are going to have that one a language. That machine, the machine is going to have now WW. Right. Previous one is WWR. Now we are having WW. Right. So that is, if we are having 0, 1, 1, 1, then 1 second, then 0, 1, 1, 1. So this is W. Then continuously we are having another W. So double the string. Double the string we are having now, right? So that is WW, that one. Now we are going to do that the same Turing machine. Then it will identify that one, the WW, right? Now here you see the same example now. So we are having a tape. We are having a tape. In the tape we are having, start with the left end. So here 0, 1, 1, 1, and then we are having 0, 1, 1, 1. Then followed by we are having blank, right? So you have to consider now the continuously we are having now some blank space. Blank space. Okay, then it is going to have a continuity. Now we are in the current state as Q naught. We are in the current state as Q naught, right? Now here, how do you do that one? Is here first you have to find out, actually we don't know where is the mid, right? So we are having four character or 5 character or 6 character. So we don't know where is the midpoint. So first you have to do that moving to find out the midpoint. So for that, what actually we are going to do now, from the Q naught, we are having now the zeros and ones, right? The zeros are converted into X, zeros are converted into X, then ones are converted into Y, right? Then how do you do that one? So first we are having that this 0 is converted into X. This 0 is converted into X, right? Then what we are having, the next coming ones and zeros are there is no change and move to right direction. So first you have to convert the first 0 as X. Then you have to go for until that blank space. Until the blank space. So in that blank space, the dollar also similar to blank space, right? The blank space, or you consider as the dollar as the end. Then this is going to have left. So you are moving your Q naught to Q1 by X. You are going to have as a Q1. Then from that one, you have to continuously skip that all zeros and ones. Then we are in the Q1 and we are reaching here. This is Q1. Now in that Q1, we are reading the dollar. It's as like the dollar, right? Dollar. So the dollar is dollar or blank space is depends on somebody change the character. So dollar. So now we are scanning the dollar. The dollar is having the dollar itself and move to left, right? So what it is, the dollar itself as it is and move to left and go to Q state. So so move to left. So it will go for the Q2 state. Q2 state. So that is here. Then what we have to consider, if you are having 0, the go back, and if you are having 0, you have to change it, right? Here we are having 1. So you have to change this 1 as Y. Change this 1 as Y, and then you have to move to left. Then what we have to do is, we have to continuously return back up to that X. Continuously return back up to the X. Zeros and ones, we are going to return back. So while doing that X, now we'll go back to the original position. Like what it will do now, it will continuously moving back and forth and changing that X as 0, and in that end we are having another one Y as 1. Like it will go for moving and it's reaching the midpoint. So reaching the midpoint at the Q naught. So every zeros and ones are converted into X and Y. The zeros or ones are converted into X and Y. Then our finite control is reaching the midpoint. Then after reaching that midpoint, then what you have to do, we see that one, right? So that is here we are having now X and Y, right? So that is we are having now either here, just we see that one. This is 0 is X, Y is 1, Y is 1 as Y. Then we are having this 0 as X and this 1 as Y. y, y, right? Now we are having in the position. So this is the position now as in the Q. In the position as here we are having in Q naught, right? So x, so x is reaching now. This is the position is Q naught, right? In that position we are having now Q naught. Now we are having only that x and y. So x and y is there. So we are moving to left. Then what we have to do is all zeros and ones, the left side, right? So that is here from the mid, then all zeros and ones are converted into, once again the x and y's are converted into zeros and ones. So that is we are having now, this is here we are having 0, 1, 1, 1, right? So here we are having the corresponding x, y, y, y. Then our work is easy now, right? So that is here in that Q4 state. So that is we are having now in the Q4 state. Now everything is zeros and ones. Here we are having everything as x and y, right? Now what we have to do is we have to match that one, right? For the corresponding 0, we should have x. For corresponding 1, we should have y. For corresponding 1, we should have y. The another corresponding 1, we should have y. Then we have to complete that everything, right? So that is we are going to see now. So that one is here the dollar. So here the other end also we are having dollar back, right? So you have to consider now that back side also we are having $1 per telemeter. We are seeing that one, right? So you have to add that one. So that is here. If you are having dollar, then we have to move to right. Now we are going to start now. So that is if you are having x, right? Then we are having 0. If you are having 0, that 0, the 0 is converted into x here, and then moving to that all zeros are once moving, then we have to consider the same x should be there here. This x is converted into blank space. This x is converted into blank space and move to left. Then what we have to do is, then we have to skip everything and we have to come back and skip everything. Then we have to come back. Then we have to go for this one, right? Then we have to consider now go to that Q5 state. Then from that one we have to start now. This is 1. So this one is y, and then we have to go back to finding that y. The y is converted into blank space. Then we have to come back, and then we are having that y, and we are having y, the corresponding one y, and we are having blank space. So everything is blank space. You have to consider now. Then after Q5, right? So we are having the Q5 is reaching now. Then everything is actually we are having blank is there. Then it will reach the Q9. So what actually we are going to have that one as this is we are going to start now. So initially we are converting everything is into x and y, and one by one we are moving now. We find out the midpoint. Then after finding that midpoint, then we are changing that left-hand side from the midpoint to left-hand side. We are changing once again that return back as zeros and ones. Then we have to go up to the dollar. Then our work is easy. Just we have to go for the 0. 0 is converted into x. Then we are skipping now. Then you find out that x. This x is converted into blank space. Then we have to go for next. Then we have to go to that next cases. Then we have to come to that Q5, and then we are finding y. The corresponding we are going to have now the blank space. So we are reaching now. So after that, then Q5 everything is over. Then there is no everything is blank space. So we are having that all are blank space now. Then there is no zeros and ones. Only blank space is there. So zeros and ones are not there. So we are having only blank space. Then the blank space is reaching now accept state. That's all. Okay, can you understand now?
Yes, sir.
So this is for Turing machine for WW. Right. Anybody is having doubts, you can ask now. Okay, I stop the record and then once again I will continue. Stop recording. Okay, whether the window is visible now?
Yes, sir.
Record 1 second. Okay. Okay. Now we consider another Turing machine. The Turing machine accept that pattern as right. Now the Turing machine accept the pattern as WCW. WCW. Okay. So this is the pattern. So WCW means here we are having 0, 1, 1. Then we are having C. Then we are having now 0, 1, 1. So in between we are having one character. So that is this is the case we have to consider now. We are having one character. Then we have to find out this is W and C W. So that the language we are going to see that one. Right. In that case, you have to consider now two tape. That is one tape is we are having now parallel tape. Then another one we are having another tape. We consider we are having two tape. In that one tape we are having that input 0, 1, 1, and then C 0, 1, 1, and then we are having blank space. Blank space. Right? Then the corresponding here, each cell, the corresponding blank space is there. Blank space. This is everything is blank. Right? Blank space. This is blank for the blank and then blank. So we are continuously we are having now blank space. Right. Now here we have to consider now we are having a machine. The machine scan two tapes. One tape is 0, another tape is having blank space. So that is here you have to consider now the blank space. One first tape is blank space, then followed by we are having D. D is we can have the either letter here we have to consider now A or B port now. Okay. This is A, this is B, this is B. So here we have to consider 0 or 1 or A or B. We can have now then the corresponding one, right? So ABB, C, ABB. Now here you see this one. We are having now the current status here. We are having now Q1 with in that to a finite control also we are having now one blank space. Right. Now here you have to consider now we are having now the blank space and also we are having T. So that is D is either A or B. So D is considered either A or B. That is we consider as D. Right. Then here we are having now the E also we are having now either A or B. Right. Now here you see this one. Here we are having blank space either A or B. Then you have to consider now you have to make a tick mark and you have to write that whatever A or B. Right. So here you have to tick that one. So that is we are having now we are making this as one character is completing. Now we are having this is A. So you leave it as it is that A and you have to move to right direction. Then we are having we are reaching this C state, right? Then what we have to consider now all other ABCs, all A and B's are we are moving now. So that is here B E. Then we are having B E and move to right. So until the C character. So that is we are having now the Q1 in the Q2 state until the C character. If you are having C character, then the blank space is as it is blank space, then we are having that character is C, then move to right. So C character and move to right, then we have to go for Q3. So this is in the state Q3. Now this is the position. Now in that Q3, now we are having now the corresponding, that here we are having A, the corresponding letter should be there, and you have to make a tick mark. So that is here we are having now. This is the case we have to make that one as tick mark now. So this is we are having now this blank also tick mark. Tick mark now. Then we have to go for then all other B. Here we are having now B and D, right? So that one as here we have to consider. Okay. This is the case we are having now, right? What about? Mhm. Okay. Mhm. Something is missing, right? Okay. Right. See, then we are having now this one character that E, and the move, right? Right. So we are making that one. Right, right. Here we are having now, this is the case, it's not a case. So here we are having blank space with the D, then we have to make a tick mark, right? So that is here, we are making this as tick mark, and then we are going to have now the first character. So this also we are making a tick mark. So this one is A, this one is A, we are making a tick mark. Then what we are going to have now that one is, then we have to consider now all in the characters, right? So that one is here we are having now this characters, then we have to move back to left. So you have to come back to left, and then you have to consider now next B character. So we have to come back that one, then you have to consider next B character. Now the B character is here we have to make a tick mark. So this is a tick mark, and then you have to continuously going now that up to that one. So you have to make this as tick mark. So we are completing now. Then we are return back here, and you have to complete the tick mark, and we have to go for coming back now. Then you have to make a tick mark. So everything is considered now as a tick mark. So tick mark means all characters are completed. Then we are making a tick mark. Then what actually we have to do is then everything is completed. There is no character at all. So everything is make a tick mark. Then come back to here, and then you are having that all are tick mark, and up to that C we have now. Then next you have to consider now all others are tick mark. We are considering now if you are having that final blank space, then it will reach to final state. It's the case we are going to have now, right? So that is we are having now the sequence B and D L. Then we are going to have now that one is moving to right, right? So that is we are having now at the end we are having now the blank space B and D. Then we are having now this is the blank, back blank, and then we are having now this is also blank. Then you have to make that one as it is blank blank, and then we have to go back to right. So right means here blank or tick mark. All right, tick mark will go here. Mhm. L into the D, this will put it here on that D, and then okay. So something wrong in the diagram. I will explain once again, and I will go through the diagram and then explain now. So this is having some wrong credentials. Something here in the diagram, something is missing. Then I will go through that one, and once again I will draw, and then I will explain that one. So here we can stop here now. This one. Next, you have to consider then another one. So we will see that we will wait for the WCW later, right? Now, till then we'll go for another one. Start here. This one. right? Then the next Turing machine is actually reverse a string. Reverse a string, right? Now you see this one here. We are having now. This is a. We are having now the string is. We consider now ABB. So here we are having ABB, right? So that was actually what we are going to have now. Right. Here, right. We are having now this one as we are having now this is A, B, and then we are having now blank space, and something. Right. So what actually we have to do is we have to consider now we are taking this A, right? Then here what we have to do is not sorry, no, this one. So we are taking the last character B and we are placing the last character to here. So that is we are having now this one, right? So this is we are having the removing the last character B and placing the next blank space. So that is now here what you are doing now, then we are removing the last character. So this is we are moving you are moving from here to the last character. We are removing this last character and we are placing X and you are copying the last character in the next blank space. So this is B. And next what we have to do is we are returning back. While returning back, then next the last but one character we have to take and we are changing this as X and we are moving to the next blank space and we are placing here B. Then we have to go back, then up to that one, then the last character we are changing this as X and we are taking this A and placing the character in the next blank space. Then next we have to come back and we are taking this this A and we are placing the character into that way here. Now you see this one, this X, everything this X, all X's are going to have as a blank space. We are changing this as blank space. Then at the end we are having now the string is in the another place. Then that is reversing on. And it's a simple Turing machine. So what actually we are going to do now? Can you see that window? One of you?
Yes, sir.
Now here we are having now in the state Q0 here, right? So that is in the Q0 state, and then we have to continue now. I will show that build diagram and then continue now, right? So that is file. I'll go for new and save it. Okay. Then I'll copy the diagram. Directly go to the diagram. Split screen. I will go to the window. Will be okay. Now you see this one here we are having now. This is for reverse a string. So we are going to do that cases is here. We are having now reverse a string. Right. Now you have to consider now the tape. Tape is there. We are having that characters A, A, B, B, and followed by we are having now the blank space. We are having now the blank space. So continuously that infinite distance we can have a blank space. Assume that one. This is the blank space. Now currently we are having now in the Q0 state. So what actually we are going to have now, all A's and B's are skipping and moving to right to reach the end. So that is in that Q naught. Then we are moving to right until the blank space. So we are having now this is a Q naught. Q naught, and we are reaching that blank space, right? So that is here. So this is the transition. So the transition for all A's and B's, right? So this is the loop. So Q naught by A by BQ. If you are having B, the B itself, and we are moving to right. A itself moving to right, right? So without changing any character, then we are reaching now in the Q naught. Reaching now that Q naught. Now we are having a blank space. Now if you are changing without changing the blank space, and you are moving to left. So that is we are having now moving to left. Now this is the current state as Q1. Q1, right? Then here what we are going to have now in that Q1. So what we have to do is we have to take this character and we have to move to first blank space. So here we are having the character is B. So we are taking this character and we are replacing that one as X. Taking the character and we are replacing the character as X and move to right. Then we have to skip whatever it is, right? So after that, then we are placing taking the character. Then what we are going to have now that one and A, B and everything, right? So that is we are having now A, B and everything is there. Then we have to move to that case. Actually, we are moving to right. Nothing is there here. So directly we are having now as this B is there. So that one as B is going to have as X, right? So B is going to have as X, and then we are moving to right direction. Then what we are having now, this is the blank space. So the blank space is replaced by B. So this blank space is replaced by B, right? Then what we have to do is, then we have to move to left. So we are moving to left. Then we are in the position Q4. So move to left and Q4. Then from the Q4, then all A's and B's are skipped until the that character, right? So until the last end, right? So that is we are having now the here until the last end is here. You have to consider now X. So until not last end X. So after that X, then we have to repeat that one, right? So that is then next one is we have to consider now this character. You have to take this character and then you have to move the character and you have to leave all other cases and we are placing that one as B, right? So that is we are having now. So we are taking now. So B and then whatever that B already we are having now, then we are skipping now to right and reaching that X also we are moving to right. Then we are going to have a searching the law next blank space. On the next blank space, then we have to place that one, that B, a church. Then you have to return back and we have to take that another character. So this next character is A. So that A is we are having now this one and the A is replaced by X. A is replaced by X and then we are going to have that one. So we are skipping, right? So A, then this X is skipping now. This X is skipping now. And then we are coming the next coming B and A are skipping now. Then it is finding now the blank space. On the blank space, you have to put A. Then we have to go for Q4. Then we have to Q4 and then we have to return back, right? So that is we are having all characters we are moving now. Then X also is going to have that one. Then X is going to have that left. Then until now, the next character. If you are having that corresponding character, then the character it will take now. It is reaching now this way, right? Then after that, nothing is there, right? So then what we are having now, then everything is XXL. Then we are going to have now blank. The final in the end also you have to consider now blank space, right? In the case of you have to consider the other end also we are having blank space. So that is this one. Blank space and blank space you have to move. So move to right. Then after that, what we are having now, all x's are going to have as a blank space, right? In the Excel, we have to convert into blank space. All x is going to convert into blank space in that place, right? Converted into blank space, and we are having now the all. Then we are having now the if you are having that all x's are changing now, then we are having some character here. Then the character is we are having now. We stop on that particular position. So if we are having reaching that any A or B character, then we can stop here. So in that place, we are stopping now as Q6. This is called. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Actually, these are all the Turing machine, right? I will go through once again the WCW. Then after half an hour, you can join with the same link, right? I will explain that one. I will once again, then I will correct that particular topic and I will cover, right? So after half an hour, can you join 9 o'clock?
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Then I will correct it and join. Is there any other doubts you can ask now, or otherwise tomorrow I will explain that one, right? Any other doubts you can make. Vijayta, any other doubts, or we'll continue that at 9 o'clock? Then I will correct that particular error and I will once again then I will continue.
Okay, sir. No doubt, sir.
No doubts. That this WCW, right? I will correct it and inform you, right? At 9 o'clock.
Okay,
Till
sir.
then you can stop that one. At 9 o'clock you can join with the same link.
Okay, sir.
Okay. You can leave now. That Saradi also you can leave now. At 9 o'clock you join, right?
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Hmm.